You can choose to have nothing to do with the devil. And that's all about it. How many of you know that? You can choose to have nothing to do with the devil. It's your choice. Because the devil is under your feet. How many of you know that the devil is under your feet? You are not seated in the same realm with the devil. You are seated in the heavenly places with Christ. On that throne that is exalted above principalities and above what? Powers and spiritual wickedness. You have the capacity to put the devil where he belongs. It's just that some of us don't have understanding of our personality, what we are wired for. So the devil is not your enemy. Your enemy is yourself. Paul discovers that his greatest enemy was himself. And you know what he said? In the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verses 27. He said, I beat my body. I bring it into what? Subjection. I beat my body. I beat my flesh. I beat myself. And I bring it into what? Subjection. Lest I preach and be what? And be a castaway. At his level. Paul himself was a walking miracle. Paul was a sign and a wonder to his generation. Paul was a bunch of revelation. Paul was a natural physical epistle to his generation. Paul was an epitome of Christianity. Paul was full of wisdom. Paul was a representation of law. Paul was so loaded at this level in ministry and life. He was still beating his flesh and bringing it into subjection. But here we are in our generation. When a young man walks one miracle, maybe you pray and a blind man sees. The next time he becomes an apostle. In short, sometimes some of them they have two titles, apostle, prophet. Or when a young man, maybe somehow by the help of the Holy Spirit, there is a release of word of knowledge and the word of knowledge is accurate. The next thing is to open a church because he wants to be a general overseer.